While at Missouri Southern, you probably encounter them every day, greet them, even sit by them in class. I'm talking about veterans.
Missouri Southern is ranked in the top 15% of colleges, universities, and trade schools that honor American veterans as students. This is a way of honoring our veterans every single day.
A military-friendly school is based on how welcoming the school is to the veterans, our value and services, the programs that we offer, and so we're in that top 15 of the nation as a military-friendly school. And since I took over this position 2 years ago, I've seen a 100% increase in the amount of veterans that are enrolled here.
Since the military is voluntary, this increase was a surprise to Denise, but that didn't matter to a fellow student.
Being raised in a family like that where military, serving your country was a noble thing. And that was always ingrained in me. And I was kind of raised with the understanding that you either go to college or you join the military or you get a skill of some sort. And so that's what I did. I wasn't that great in high school when it came to academics and stuff, besides communication stuff. So I decided, okay, military would be the way to go. And I love this country, and that's what I did. I served, and I did 8 years.
Michael Woody Woodruff served 8 years in the military and went to Korea and Iraq. He was a communications specialist and became a sergeant. He was in charge of radios and telephone. Then there's Kelly Larson, who served 2 stints in the military. He was a part of Desert Shield and Desert Storm. He was active for 9 years and served 2 years in the National Guard while attending college. While serving, there is always a possibility of going overseas, which can bring a toll on loved ones back home.
Out of all the things I've ever done, jumping out of airplanes and going through obstacle courses and playing in the mud and doing all these things, being away from my family was the hardest thing I could possibly have ever experienced.
There's something about being in a combat zone that really provides clarity for you and sorts out the things that are important and not important. And so when you make that decision to marry somebody and you're in the middle of all that, all the little squabbles that most newlyweds and other people have they don't affect you at all.
Memorial Day is not just a day to commemorate, but to also thank the men and women who have served our country.
Well, personally, I feel it's important because even though we have an all-volunteer military now, when a person does volunteer for the military, they are risking their lives, risking, going away from their families, and I feel it's real important to be able to serve them when they come back and give them what they deserve and show that we are thankful for what they do for our country.
Because people forget the sacrifice that those people make. Like right now, when you ask people, well, where do you think the military is at? Well, the Army's in 3 places right now. They're kind of out of sight, out of mind. And a lot of people forget about the sacrifices that those people make each and every day, the sacrifices that, it's not just the people that are going, it's the sacrifices that the families make, that the kids make, that all those other people that are around them that are essential to their support when you're gone somewhere. That's a big sacrifice. And a lot of people that have lived in this country and never had to share in that sacrifice. So I guess it's the one time in the year where people that really aren't connected, don't have military members in the family, get to remember the absolutely huge amount of sacrifice that veterans give to this country. They deserve respect for that.
And that's the cool thing about Memorial Day, is that we can memorialize the people who gave their lives for ideals. And maybe when it comes to the human condition, we can have a better understanding of how we can make things better. The violence of war, sadly, that's what I got. Sadly to say, it's a necessary evil. And I wish it didn't exist, but it's there. And guys like me say, well, okay, that's what I got to do. If I don't do it, who else will?